I'm in the S10. I'm like I'm on the highway by my shop, but it. So we've been wanting to test this truck. We've been getting nothing but snow out here. And we're gonna be optimistic here because the roads are perfectly fine, but this is all ice. So we're gonna try to get this truck up this hill because I need to figure out if I fix the duty cycle on this, and I'm running out of time. And it's been like 16, 20 degrees all week. Some nights been like 4. There's literally no way that this is ever gonna melt. The sun might help, and I'm not waiting another week. So we're gonna attempt to get this thing running, try to get it up this hill. Worst case scenario, I'll take one of my trucks up there and we'll pull it up the hill with it. Getting it back down might be sketchy because this is all ice, isn't it, Rob? Like this is gonna be interesting. So obviously I got the Radial Pros on it, and I have no other street tire to put on the truck, but I'm gonna be optimistic. I think we can make it up. We're gonna try. So let's get this thing running. Let's try to get up the hill. We got couple things we switched up on it real quick just to show you. We put the boost reference in the hat like everybody on the last video said to do. We got the harnesses back in because people were very concerned about that. Because if the duty cycle does work, we're gonna rip this thing pretty good. So, all right, let me get this thing running and let's try to get up this hill. Oh my God. You're an idiot. This guy's like, hey, we should put the bed cover back on. He's like, shutting the damn bed cover.
Don't be mad at me that you got a dead battery. Well, buy a better battery, dude.
He's like, bro, I didn't know you were poor.
Get a better battery. Look at this thing. Jesus.
What? Stupid.
Is it not even plugged in?
Whole thing's stupid.
Why are you wasting everybody's time?
All right. We changed a bunch of stuff on it, fueling. The tune hasn't been updated. My tuner's in New York right now, so. Connor, I'm sorry, you're gonna be pissed. I'm getting ready to take this thing out, but I need to see the duty cycle.
And by taking it out, he just means we're gonna pull it out here. It's gonna get stuck immediately, and then we're gonna have to push it back in.
Problem. Let the oil get nice and warm in there. Hasn't ran for about a week. Oh, you think we're gonna make it? If we come up through this way, I think we can do it. You're not optimistic.
What? Come up the way that's in the shade, so it's gonna be this. It's gonna be the slickest of all the snow.
Over here because it created condensation on it from melting. You're not optimistic, are you? You don't think we're gonna make it?
No, I mean, look,
we can pull it up on one of the trucks. We gotta test it. It sounds crazy.
I'll tell you what, if it does make it up,
it sounds insane. It's gonna sound cool. Spinning all wheel. All right, we'll try. We don't have much fuel.
Of course we don't. Of course we don't.
If it goes up the hill, we're gonna park it up there. We gotta get fuel for it, dude. We got like this much in the tank.
This thing runs out of gas as soon as we pull it out here.
Oh, I got this, dude. Yo, go up the hill, get a front shot. Dude, skateboard. It wasn't even spinning. I gave it gas to make it sound cool.
All-terrain too.
Alright, we gotta go get gas. Maybe we can, For everyone that says that this is on E and it's not on pump gas, it's pump gas truck. Oh, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. It's not intercooled. You're an idiot. It might. I'll buy it. All right, we got some fuel for it. I gotta use this little funnel. We're gonna clean the windshield. And I got some stuff for the carpet because I don't want to get the carpet all nasty. But just so you guys can see, pump gas truck. We didn't have, like, we weren't too low, but low enough. So we're gonna get this thing filled up and get on the street. We're making a mess. We're gonna have to wipe this shit off.
What's this? We're making a mess.
I overfilled it. You should have told me to stop.
I said, hey, why don't you use the little hose there?
I said, video me filling this tank up so they know it's pump gas, and you don't know how to use a phone. So by the time you actually got the camera to videotape it, it was overfilled.
How are you trying to blame me?
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Dude, it's getting everywhere. This
is gonna blow up.
I have the world's biggest funnel and I still miss it. Oh, there we go. Look at that flow. Look at that flow.
What did you say before I pulled the camera out about your funnel?
Huh?
You'd have to be an asshole to miss this funnel?
I did say that. I missed it everywhere. 100%. It's everywhere. I can build a race motor. Kind of. I can kind of build a race motor. But I can't pour gas into my fuel cell. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
Don't try and get cocky with it now with half of it on the fuel cell.
True. Look at that, one-armed. Duty cycle doesn't really change, will be good. It's building boost, it's spinning, it only got to 20% duty cycle, so I think we're okay.
I still can't believe how good this is doing on the snow.
I know. Alright. Am I good?
Hardest I can. I can only move my head so much. What'd you hit?
Duty cycle wise?
Yeah.
That scared me. I was looking at, I thought it said fucking AFRs wasn't this time. Not much, 20%. That's the limiter. It hits limiter that fast. We got the duty cycle fixed! Alright, shout out to everybody on YouTube for the comments telling me to change the boost reference in the carb hat. It fixed it. As of the breaking up, I think that's my rev limiter hitting, but we'll find out. We're gonna watch AFRs. Coolant temp was through the roof. It wasn't bad, it was 2 something. What is going on with this truck? This shoulder up here we can pull over on.
There's that little garage up there too, if we can make it across.
Why did it get so hot?
Oh,
right, I panicked because I didn't have the fuel on. That's why I wouldn't start, because my something's not right. So our water pump, my temps got real hot. It doesn't sound like the water pump's on. So we're gonna check some stuff out real quick. I'm in the S10. I'm like I'm on the highway by my shop, but it was raising coolant temps way higher and the pump's running, and it's never had a coolant issue, and I think it might just be low. I added coolant, but I don't think I added enough. Coolant, I need a gallon of coolant. I mean, the gas station's not far from here, but I don't want to leave this thing on the side of the street. But Becky just said that she had to tell her tuner that she's divorcing her husband because her tuner and her husband do not like each other, for him to send her a new tune, which is funny. All right, well, we're here. I mean, he can't miss it. I'm going towards like the dam, but I can see the red light. All right, before I get to the next clip, sum things up. I had an air pocket in my coolant. I thought it was filled. The truck never overheated. It got like 10 degrees hotter. It got to like 205. Truck's never been above like 190 ever in its life. This cooling system works flawlessly. So I knew something was up. I was like, either my water pump didn't kick on. It obviously wasn't a fan issue. It had to be a water pump issue because it's so cold out. So I pulled over. I called Hobart. He came out. He brought me coolant. We got it all, got all the air out, everything. And then we did a little hit, which I'm going to show you now. All right, so after that hit, we just brought it back because the duty cycle is still acting weird. So today's the next day. It's Sunday now, and Connor's on his way here. We're going to upload a new tune in it, go over a few things, and get a data log, a solid data log, and really see what is going on with the duty cycle. We think it's nothing serious because at full throttle, the duty cycle gets to like 170%, but the AFRs are spot on. Like, it never leans out, doesn't even try to lean out. So I'm thinking maybe it's something in the computer. We're going to go through everything, just make sure. But I need to get another like 4 more gallons of fuel just to be safe. And I've run the VP Madditive in it. So this is good for about 10 gallons. The truck, on the little bit of boost it's on, it really doesn't need it. But this is just a, a security issue. It's a safety thing, a safety feature kind of. So I'm gonna keep running this until I get the full meth kit hooked up. And then once the meth kit's hooked on, I'm going to have it start spraying around 3 pounds of boost. The truck only makes about 7, but if you guys know from this previous build, this motor made some decent horsepower NA, and it's a higher compression. It's like 11.5 to 1. So on 7 pounds, it's probably making like 30 horsepower per pound of boost. So we're going to get some fuel, add this in. Connor's on his way, get a new tune in, and take this thing out. Connor showed up and he's laughing because this is why I don't use laptops. So I couldn't get the laptop to connect, and it's because, honestly, I didn't realize this, but when you actually link the ECU to it, you gotta go to USB link, and then you gotta click like another button, and then everything starts reading, which is wild. So that was it. I spent, like 4 hours redoing this whole dash to be able to get all my sensors to read, and it was one button. So we're gonna put this new tune in. Well, we're gonna adjust some stuff, and then we're gonna go data log and see if it works. Patient.
He is not amused by any of this.
No. Breaking up a little bit.
That wasn't you pedaling?
Nope. I also don't know if I had the spark plugs gapped right either. But yeah, so it was just breaking up there. As soon as I get to that side, I'm gonna hit it. Breaking up bad.
Yeah, I need to look back at the log. Duty cycle was only at
It's
like
great.
50%.
Yeah.
So I think we definitely just, that drop down, that master drop down to go to the 8 injector might have just fucked the whole fuel map. So
Want to turn around?
you can just keep putting along if you want for a minute, or slowly turn around. Let me just start looking at what it was doing there.
You know what that was? Couch racks are like this high off the ground, yeah. You want me to ease into it this time, or do the same thing and punch it to see what it does?
I'll probably ease into it.
Alright.
If the fuel
For your
link's still
safety, or for the truck safety?
if the fuel link's still a little bit off, that'll make it a
like maybe like 50% throttle, see what it does?
I would just roll into it pretty quick and hit it.
You hit crazy duty cycle again. You see that?
I was watching AFR that duty.
Ready?
Yep.
Breaking up, but duty cycle gets that.
Yeah, duty cycle is good. I think it probably needs some fueling adjustment, but duty cycle only got to like 60 for my goal.
And I might only went to like 70%, but
Yeah, don't do another pull. Let me get in and like look at what's going on.
you want to go back to the shop?
Sure. I'll go ahead and pull that data log up.
So a few more issues that we're kind of looking at. So we're not 100% positive if the pressure regulator is actually working like it's supposed to, because according to the data log, the fuel pressure never raised or lowered. But this line going to it is like a 16th inch line, and they say they recommend an 1/8 inch minimum for the regulator. So we're gonna switch that. And according to Holly and a couple other people I've reached out, you're supposed to have the fueling system changed if you run boost. So everyone's saying dual feed the front and then have your return in the back. So I'm going to redo the lines, dual feed the front. While I do that, I'm also going to pull off both sides. This is an 8 injector unit, so there's 4 on that side and then 4 on this side. I'm going to have them cleaned and flow tested to make sure that everything's good about them, and hopefully that's not an issue. And then also, I went with a bigger return, but what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to step this down to a -8 like this is. We're also going to add another pressure sensor on this side, so then we can data log the pressure going in and then the pressure coming out. That way we know for a fact if it's the unit itself. So there's some things we got to address, and we'll go from there once we figure it out. If you don't have a custom build, or you're not changing stuff all the time, you might not realize that this is reality. You'll have an issue, you'll fix it, you'll test, you'll find a new issue. It's like a rinse and repeat kind of situation. What I've learned is, with boost, you always test your fuel system, which is kind of what I'm having my issue with right now. Duty cycle's through the roof, everything else seems fine. There's stuff on here I've heard that's different, and that's what I'm gonna do this week. I made a list on the whiteboard. I'm gonna get everything changed out like I just specified this week. Connor's gonna come by this weekend once it's all done. We're gonna get this truck taken back out. It's obviously gonna have to have a whole different tune done to it because all the parameters are gonna change because we're changing a lot of stuff on it. And we're hoping that fixes the duty cycle. Stuff like this, I actually enjoy. I love working on this truck more than I actually do driving it. So I actually get a little bit of excitement out of this thing. This truck is like, building this truck's a big, big stress reliever for me. I've really enjoyed doing it. But if you guys like these videos, please subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you want to get notified on these videos, make sure you hit that notification button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.